Just this week out in this Edina neighborhood, I heard from two people who have been without jobs for over a year. And just this week I heard from two small business owners describing for me the burden of complying with Minnesota's state sales tax regime. So while we're starting to see some shaky signs of economic recovery and we'll see an occasional jobs highlight, frankly we have a lot of room to improve and we've got a long ways to go with this economic recovery. And we're faced with a fundamental decision. Do we rely on government spending, government stimulus to reinvigorate our economy and create jobs, or do we rely on the private sector? And for me, the emphasis should be on private sector job creation. I know how hard it is to start and grow a business. I know how hard it is to build a company. I have a sense that in Minnesota, with our talented workforce and our dynamic business community, that if we create a level playing field for our Minnesota businesses, we're going to do great. We actually did make some progress this past legislative session on issues for small businesses. I was pleased to be part of the Small Business Caucus, a bipartisan group of legislators working on small business issues, and fortunate to be one of the co-chairs. We put forward a package of 8 initiatives, 6 of which were passed into law, 2 of which are very notable. The first, an angel investment tax credit, which will allow small businesses to attract investors in Minnesota in ways that they couldn't before. And secondly, an expansion of the R&D tax credit, which will also allow small businesses a greater capacity to build their businesses through investing in capital and other growth strategies. So I have every confidence in our private sector job providers to recover our economy, tough as it may be, and that's why I was so disappointed in some of the recent governor candidates' proposals for economic growth here in Minnesota. One candidate proposed an additional $2 billion of new debt, new borrowing at the state of Minnesota to produce government projects and government jobs, as though that was somehow going to reinvigorate the economy at a time when debt service is the single fastest growing component of our state budget and a contributor to our deficits. Another governor candidate has proposed an income tax increase, as though somehow taking that money out of the private sector will create economic prosperity. And finally, an ad that I found really astounding, where individuals are going through a drive-up window as though they can order jobs and other benefits from their state government at will. This is exactly the kind of thinking that has gotten us into the problems that we're in today. We need to have enough confidence in our job providers here in Minnesota. We need to trust Minnesotans to reinvigorate our economy, not rely on more government stimulus and more government spending. So we were able to make some progress on business issues in the legislature last session, but we've got a long way to go. We still need to improve our tax climate here for business. We need to improve our regulatory environment. And frankly, we need to address the achievement gap, which right now is denying so many kids their educational and economic opportunity in our state. So I'm looking forward to getting back to the legislature. I'd like to continue my co-chair role on the Small Business Caucus, and hopefully we can continue to advance our great state by improving our business climate and reinvigorating our regional economy.